Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the next video. It is June the 18th and we have 25 days until we move into our new spot. So yeah man, so on this channel we're not only going to be talking about credit, funding, business, mindset. We're also going to be talking about, getting closer to the creator, getting closer to the source. Whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying, we need to get closer to that. And so with my relationship with God, I was convinced, I know God speaks to me, right? But for me to hear from God, I would have to put myself in a state of fasting. I thought that was the only time I would hear from God. But because, oh shit, look at these cheap ass Walmart shoes. It's just literally falling apart, dog. So what I've learned is that God speaks to me. So for example, I have strong instincts. And whenever I follow my instincts, things tend to work out. So for example, this morning, I had the thought in my head to bring an extra shot. Because I felt like I was going to sweat a lot because I was working hard, so bring an extra shot so I could change just in case. I'm good now, my short's dry, but at that point, my short was so wet because we was working so hard. And I didn't have an extra shot, so I pretty much had to stay in the same sweaty shot for most of the shift. It's I don't know, sleeping on a couch, having my car repossessed, having to work a job when I really don't want to. Just being in a situation, as inconvenient as I like to make it seem sometimes, I'm generally grateful because now I'm learning not just about myself, but I'm learning how to get closer to God, because now I have a better understanding of how he communicates with me. And I'm grateful for that, because that's something that I didn't know beforehand. I wouldn't think that God, I never thought that God speaks to me, but the reality is that I just didn't understand how he communicates with me, or by what means or what mediums. And so these things that I call my instincts, my first thought, that's actually God speaking to me. And so that's what I wanted to start with. And secondly, I just want to talk about my day and how the power of your intention, the power of your thoughts can make a huge difference. And so I got enough sleep. I got about 6 hours of sleep. That's where I like to stick. I can function at 4 hours of sleep. I was in the military, so I know I could function at 4 hours of sleep. 5 hours of sleep is okay, but 6 hours is that sweet spot. Anything more than 6 hours of sleep, I feel, I start to experience diminishing returns, because by the time I wake up 7, 8 o'clock and I start working, by the time I blink it's already 12. That's why I prefer to get up 4:35. But this morning specifically, I woke up late. I was supposed to wake up at 5:30, but I woke up at 6:30. And so I had to take my hair out. And do, other things around the house. And so because I woke up a little later, alarm went off. I didn't hit the snooze, but I lay back down in the bed, and that was a mistake. And so my cousin, we left the house, go to the train station, and I left the house wearing the wrong shoes. So we had to go back to the house for some foremost. we lost some time there. And then I have a water container. My water container fell, I dropped it, it broke. And so lost that. And in like the grand scheme of things, right? These are all simple things that don't really make or break your day. But I don't know what it was with that, where I was at that moment. Probably because I felt like I was going to be late for work. But in reality, I was like 15, 20 minutes early. And so I could have, and again, like the more I think about it, the more I realize, it's not that deep. But at that point, I felt like I was going to have the most worst day. But I was on a mentorship call, and I'm so grateful I'm still in this group. So I bought this mentorship. So they charge $10,000 for a business mentorship. I didn't have the $10,000 to pay up front. Didn't have the credit card, the funds on my credit card to just swipe for the $10,000. My credit was so bad, or is so bad, because we got to do another round of disputes and stuff. I couldn't even qualify for a payment plan. And so to get into the program, I pretty much put on $2,500. So this month I just couldn't focus. Like I feel like deep down is so much more I could have done this month, or last month I should say, to put myself ahead. And it's like for months I was trying my best to not blame my environment. But I don't just blame my environment, because when I get back to the house, I don't really want to do anything. I don't have no motivation. So hopefully in the next 25 days, when I get my own spot, we could set our own thermostat. We could, clean when we want to clean. We don't have to, worry about nobody else drama, nobody else bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully then, matter of fact, scratch the word hopefully, we will be better and do better. But I didn't, long story short, I couldn't afford to pay the extra so I have to pay $2,000 a month to stay in the program. And so they didn't have the $2,000, so they kicked me out the group chats and stuff. But thankfully, thank you so much, God. I love you so much. I received a text message for a morning motivation call. Jumped on a morning motivation call, and what my mentor said was, don't let a bad hour ruin your day. Don't let a bad day ruin your week. And immediately I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It's just a material thing. Move forward. But again, like, I thought deep down in my heart I was going to be late to show up for my community service. And I was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes early. And so all that stress, all that worrying, for what? For nothing. Yeah, and that's it, man. So today, I think through all of this, what I love the most about this day is that I know and I understand how God speaks to me. So if anything else happened for the rest of my life, we're gonna make money. We're gonna cop the cars. Like, to be honest with you, I want a nice truck because I want to buy a farm, so I want a nice truck. But we gotta cop the Lambos, we gotta cop the Bentleys, we gotta cop the Rolls Royces for all the train them in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So they could see I did it, and so they could know that they could do it too. And so the money gonna come, the success gonna come, the fame and the notoriety gonna come, the acknowledgement's gonna come, the trophies gonna come, the applause gonna come, the acknowledgement gonna come. All those things gonna come, and I'll be grateful for those things. But what I'm most grateful for is just how much my relationship with God has evolved, and how much I'm learning about myself, and just understanding how God communicates with me. But yeah, Yep. About to cut back in. Yo, these people, they're slaving your boy, my son. They're slaving your boy, but I'm grateful for everything that I have. Grateful for my life. Grateful for the trees, the fucking cloudy ass Atlanta sky. Grateful for everybody that's walking with me. I'm grateful for my cousin letting me sleep on the couch under his roof. Grateful for my application getting approved for my new apartment, even though I met all the whatchamacallits. I'm grateful for Martha for being dependable. What else am I grateful for? What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my sisters. I love my sisters. I'm grateful for my cousins. I'm grateful for all the women in my life, to be honest with you. Because I hear men complaining about women and it's like, damn, couldn't be me. But that's just because I just have healthy relationships with people of the opposite sex. But I'm grateful for my sisters. I wanted to say something new. I'm grateful for my sisters, grateful for my parents, my mom, my father, all my friends. Overall, I'm grateful for this journey. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm grateful for my car getting repossessed. Because now is making me have to ask for help. You know, excuse my nose ring. I have to swap it out. But yeah, I'm grateful for my car being repossessed because now I save money. And it's making me have to ask people for help. But yeah, this is not going to be a long one. I'm going to cut it right now. But I just want to give you guys an update. You know what I'm saying? Mindset is everything. But don't let a bad hour ruin your day. Don't let a bad day ruin your week. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts up here. Everything starts up here. Once you could win up here, you could win anywhere. And so, as per usual, drop 3 things that you're grateful for down in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all in the next one.